Every day, we either drive or someone drives us. We either walk or we ride. Sometimes we fly with a pilot in control. When we eat, we have mastered where to put the food and what should happen afterwards. Chew and swallow. What do all these have in common? Manipulation. We start our day by manipulating what to do, what not to do, and how to do it. Manipulating is human. We have mastered the act that we can manipulate animate and inanimate objects. Take, for example, manipulating a car. Attention is needed. Looking ahead is essential, and only then, with other factors considered, can we get to our destination without an accident. When we do the opposite, we might end up in an accident, which means that people who manipulate can achieve their desired results. And if they are careless, it could be a boomerang. Welcome to today's live talk, wonderful people. We appreciate your comments and contributions. Your loyalty and support motivate us to keep going. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so and activate the notification bell so you will know when we post a new video. I remain your regular host, Nkoh. Can a pilot stop manipulating a plane mid-air or when about to land or take off without any danger? Can a driver see a deep cliff and drive over it without any danger? In life, as we manipulate ourselves through and around it, we are conscious of possible dangers. Unfortunately, this is where the difference ends. Those manipulating others have no limits. They do it because it works for them. Like in constant flight to keep the plane in motion, manipulators keep people they manipulate in constant motion so that those people could not process what is going on until tears set in and waves become visible, thereby setting off an alarm. When the person being manipulated awakes, saying enough is enough, one would think it will end there, but never. Manipulators go on to find another culprit. When they cannot find a new recruit, they go into self-hate, telling whoever cares to listen that no one loves them. Depression could set in. Sometimes it could end fatally too. As expressed above, manipulation is universal as humans. Parents do it to their children, and children do it to their parents or caregivers or other children. At home, couples are not left out, and worse still, in some religious setups. In the larger society, fraudsters, scammers, swindlers, tricksters, imposters deploy this social weapon on unsuspecting members of society. We are not talking about politicians yet. Without their mastery of the act of manipulation, it will be difficult for many of them to hold on to power. What are the signs indicating one is being manipulated, as highlighted by the experts? Since the act addresses the emotional part and the form of being psychological coerced, those being manipulated could observe these telltale signs. Feeling of fear, obligation, and guilt. Bullying and victimhood are signs with manipulators. Questioning yourself if you have done enough, if you could do more, or should have done more, whether you did say something wrong, as sometimes manipulators are good at twisting other people's thoughts to make them feel somehow. A feeling of holding on to a string. This is where the social norms are abused. In this scenario, the manipulator might do a favor in anticipation of a return, which could be immediate or later. Sometimes manipulators start by asking for smaller favors. It could be a friend asking for a smaller amount to get around. Some use their children by saying the children have not eaten anything. Manipulators can also start with asking for big favors too, as some pastors do when they start asking the congregation for thousands and thousands as seed, and then they reduce it to hundreds based on the response from the congregation or the lack of. The list is endless. So what do you do to free yourself from the shackles of manipulators? Being aware of being manipulated is first and foremost. Setting boundaries, communicating your feelings, removing yourself from the situation if possible are crucial. Depending on the situation, learn to say no and mean it and stand your ground. Thanks for watching. Have you experienced any of the telltale signs mentioned above or something else? We will appreciate you sharing with us your thoughts on this. Please feel free to share with us your thoughts. Until next week, this is Nkoh wishing you the best through life.